Well, I got a kick out of one of these sites that drags stuff out of the trash and cleans it up like brand new and gets it working, but I couldn't pass this up. This is an RCA amplifier and audio amplifier, and I don't have any idea what model it is. I don't guess it really matters, but we could clean that off maybe and find out what it is. 258 watts consumption. Got a lot of dirt in it and pretty rusty, but I would be curious to see. I don't remember throwing this away, and it may be a piece of trash, but we're going to try to get it going just for giggles. I have no use for it whatsoever. Honestly, I've got equipment over here behind the blue screen, and I've got all my vintage stuff is working, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I thought it would be a fun video to see what it's like to try to clean one of these up and get them running. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to pull the cover off, and then I'll start the camera back up, and we'll look at all this trash in here, and we'll try to vacuum it out. And I probably need to let it dry. It's full of water. I tipped it up on the side and it poured water out, so it's probably unrepairable, but it'll be fun to fire up and see the smoke roll, right? Here you go, guys. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'll just plug it in like this and watch the smoke fly. Oh my goodness, I'm just kidding, but oh my goodness, what a mess, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna vacuum this out. Look at that in there. I'm gonna vacuum this out. We'll see if we can get it to dry out for a few days. I'll put it in front of the heater or whatever, and then we'll plug it in. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get up close here. Okay. Pull the cover off, and you can see after vacuuming it what we've got here. A lot more to deal with. So I think we'll vacuum it out a little bit more and then pull the boards all off. I think I'll just go ahead and pull these boards off. This one is snapped in, plugged in. It's got a ribbon cable there, and that'll get us to, we'll pull this main board out. Okay, we got that board out. And we've got a lot of dirt there. One wire here goes up underneath the front panel. Of course, I could do it like the site that digs this stuff out of the trash and pressure wash it with a washer machine, pressure washer, and then put it all back together, and it worked like a brand new one. Right. But I think I'll see if I can get this main board out. There's several screws here. That's rusted pretty bad. I know this is held in with these two screws here. And there's probably some on this side. Yes, there are. And there's some heat sink control screws here. But only a couple of connectors that will hold us up. And all of this should just come right off. We'll see. Okay, I got the main board up, and I've cut the secondary that goes to the safety. This is a safety circuit. If there's an overload in the circuit, it will trip this relay, and so that's power to that safety. And then there's a bridge rectifier circuit here with a fuse to power that speaker safety circuit. There's this is a heat sink, and there's a transistor or IC mounted here. You can see the tip of the screw right there, back up underneath here. It's an IC. All of the transformer wires are soldered, and so I'll just cut these so I know where everything goes. And so we'll cut them short, and we'll save the color. We've got them on camera, so we know what wires go where, but we'll cut them short so we can see the color coding. And wires are definitely long enough. Now this setup here, this headphone jack is soldered on both ends here. Pretty sure that's soldered. So we can't get that loose without pulling the face off. I might just try to pull the face off so I can get to this headphone jack. There's one screw there, and then there's another screw up underneath there. So we'll pull the face loose, and let's see, we'll pull this off. There. So we've got the main board, other than the headphone jack, and there's one other lead there. I don't know where that goes. I don't know what that is. That's actually pluggable. We can unplug that one. There we go. So I don't know what that is, but we'll pull that out. And all we've got is the headphone jack holding us up right now. So I guess I could flip this over and unsolder it that way. Yeah, why don't I do that? Oh my, look at this. What a mess. What a mess. I don't know, guys. And look at this. Look at this. Look at that. I don't know. I think it's beyond repair. So let's pull this off. Let's pull this off and see what it looks like before we quit. I'll unsolder the speaker, the headphone jack, and then we'll get this main board out of the way, and we'll pull the face off. Okay, got that desoldered. So we'll pull this out of the way, set it down somewhere. and a couple of screws here, a couple of screws over here. Should make that panel loose. Guess we could try to sweep all this up so I don't dump it all over the shop. But this this board is really, really soaked badly. Yeah, I can't do it one-handed, so I'll have to hammer on that and get those screws loose. There's 2 screws, one over here as well. Yeah, it's going to have to be hammered. I don't know for sure, but there's a MOV right there. And external power connections for devices. One of them is switched. It comes on when you turn the unit on. And the rest of them, I think, are hot all the time. So let's get these screws out here. Yeah, I got one screw out, and this one cracked the board right here. Couldn't get it out. Look at that. Just full of mud and pine needles. Yeah, there's the cracked piece. You can see it. It broke the circuit board right here. I don't think there's anything important there. Maybe a ground. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything important on that, so we'll see. We'll cut these wires here. And okay, another board to wash. And let's get this vacuumed up. Okay, we got that loose. And here's the face. A little bit of mud underneath the edge there. Down in here, some mud. So we'll pull that circuit board loose. Of course, there'll be all kinds of these buttons are, I don't know if those are micro switches or what. And was some writing on there. You can see it. 120, 120. Something amplifier. Yeah. There's an EQ. Full of, the pots don't even move. They're rusted shut. So, yeah. I think it's way, way too far gone to do any repair. So, this is probably a really good transformer. I don't know whether the transformer is any good or not, but I'll bet you it could be used in the hobby. Oh my goodness, those screws are rusted solid. That's pretty stout transformer right there. And you would expect that in a high quality audio amplifier. So, well, I think I'm going to stop. I'm not going to bother. If I needed an amplifier and this was a highly desirable amplifier, I'd get it going again, do a resurrection, as Shango would say, but I'm not going to even bother with it. It's in such poor shape that, but it was fun taking it apart. And there's all the guts down here, the boards. Look at all that junk. I got to clean up now. I'm going to go get a trash bag and put all this in a trash bag and haul it off. Clean this mess up. But I appreciate you watching. This is an unusual vintage tech video because I'm usually working on stuff and getting it working. But I thought you would get a chuckle out of this. Let me know how you guys are doing. Leave me a post in the comment section below. And thanks again for watching the Vintage Tech.